Welcome back to the channel, and in this episode we're going to review this little beauty. Let's get into it. So here we are. This is the Rubicon Bell UH-1D. Huey is quite often known. This is a beautiful kit in 1/56. If you haven't come across Rubicon, it really is a pleasure to work with the fine detail in which these guys produce in such small detail. But this is the kit we're going to review today. Let's get straight on to the instructions. This is the kit we're going to review. So this is the kit we're going to review today. This is the Bell UH-1D, or Huey, from Rubicon Models. Brilliant fine detail in such small scale. But this is the box. As you can see, some nice box art on there. On the side, just a depiction of the Huey. And again, same on that side. But the main information is on the back here with the water slide decals highlighted and the paint you may need for the particular build. A bit of blurb about the Huey helicopter and its history, and a little warning at the bottom there. So there we go. That's the box. So here are the instructions. If you're not familiar with Rubicon, they are very good instructions. So let's have a quick look. Obviously, we've got 5 different types there in which you can make from this one kit. And we're going to dive straight into our instructions, starting with the rotor blades and then our main fuselage all put together. Cabin floor, some bits and pieces to drill out depending on which particular type or version you want to do. Then we're going to look at the underneath the cabin and put some other detail in. And as you see, it starts building up really quickly. The tail and boom, like fuselage assembly, all goes together. And then the upper fuselage assembly, cockpit, etc, etc. Now, this is where it all starts to get a bit exciting, because obviously you're now looking at the interior. So the interior layout is, like I said, you've got to check through the different options before you start. You've got the medical vac one going on here with all the stretchers. You've got the standard version there. You've got some figures as well that come with this. So you've got your 2 pilots and a gunner on the side. So you've got the gun assembly there, which is well detailed. And I may have misspoken. There may actually be more than 3 figures, but we'll check that as we go through the sprues. And then obviously we're looking into another variant there. This is the M134. You've got the M129 grenade launcher there, showing you how to fit it out, etc. And then obviously the M60 and the M213 machine gun. So of course, as you can see, it's all very well laid out for you, and obviously bringing it all together once you've decided the fuselage, etc. And your doors, and putting all the bits and pieces together. And then, as I said, these are the different types in which you can create from this one kit. So you've got the UH-1D standard version, which is a troop stroke cargo transport. You've also got the 1H version, again standard. You've got the medevac there, or search and rescue. You've got the armed subsystems, including rocket pods, all that sort of stuff. The medium machine guns. You've got the pencil mounted grenade launchers. So you get loads of different bits and pieces going on them, all those choices to have. And then right at the back, which is unusual for some instructions, but right at the back is the actual sprues themselves. So sprue A, which is the glass, sprue B, there, C, D, E, F. And as you can see, I was wrong. There is 4 figures. Just look at these sprues on here. 4 figures in total in this build. So that's nice. So as you can see, as I was about to say, as you can see, lots and lots of bits on sprues. So, you know, not shy in the part count either. Your decals are gone over there. You've got some Bitcom figures and some marine figures that you can collect to go with this. So 156 is a very good wargaming scale, as far as I understand. Don't know an awful lot about the scale, I've got to be honest. Not something which I've done before, but this particular build for me, the icon of the Bell Huey really is something that I just adore the airframe. So for me, this is a natural choice. Plus, it doesn't take up too much room given the size. So, but as you see when we go through the sprues in a minute, it still gives you a good sized helicopter. Talking of which, let's get onto the sprues. So here we are, straight into the sprues. This is sprue A, and this is all our clear parts. Now, apart from a bit of cat hair, which I should have taken off before we started, as you can see, lovely clear plastic. No imperfections at all in any of those lenses. Really, really, really beautiful. So on to sprue B. So this has got our main boom section of the helicopter and the doors, and as you can see, the detail just screams at you. If I could just highlight that a little bit more for you, just absolutely screams at you. The rivet detail is just insane for the scale, but really does look really good. So yeah, there we go. That is sprue B. So onto sprue C, and as you can see, this is our interior detail here. This is the floor pan. We've got some wall sections here as well. We've got our exterior main body parts as well, so the lower floor, if you like, that there, and obviously our roof section and nose section. Absolutely amazing. And what I really like about this is, if you notice just on here, on our nose section, there's no detail on there. And the reason is because the details are over here. You can choose your whatever you feel is best for you to go onto there. That slots onto there very nicely, adding to the detail. And that's our main rotor head. Some detail there as well. As you can probably see, that just screams at you as well. That is sprue C. Sprue D is next. As you can see, we've got our first figures here. The figure detail is really, really quite amazing, considering the scale is 156. And as you can see, you've got some nice recesses within the bodies there in which you can pick out the detail. You've got a cockpit detail here as well with our instrument panel, our seats, etc., etc. So this is sprue E, and then we're looking at the detail that goes with our bird. So we've got our machine guns here, some other fine detail, etc. I don't know all the parts, so I'm not even going to try and pretend I do. But you know, even these bits here, there's lots of wash potential here as well, especially on our machine guns as well. Given the scale, it's just phenomenal. You've got where our barrel is, that's really fine detail on the barrel. There we go. That is sprue E. So on to our last sprue. This is sprue F, and we have got multiple figures here to play with. Lots of different options for your poses, so lots of different arms, etc., etc. You've got 4 different heads there, so lots and lots of options. You've got your rocket launcher parts here as well, in which you can detail up, and your gun brackets, etc. Just really, really lovely bit of detail. That was sprue F. So as you can see from all the sprues in which we've shown, it's definitely not shy of detail, is it? So last but not least is the decals or water slides. As you can see here, there are a multitude of different options in which you can use. You certainly aren't going to use all the decals, but it certainly will allow you at some point to add some details as we go along to some other aircraft or bits and pieces that you might find. So just want to remark on this. This is our cockpit detail, which brings alive our control panels. So there we go. So there you go. That is the review of the Rubicon Models 156 scale version of the wonderful Huey or Bell H-1D or 1H version, depending on which one you want to do. I'm sure you can agree with me with the amazing amount of detail in such a small model is just phenomenal. If you haven't come across Rubicon Models, please go to the website and check them out. They are amazing with what they do, and you really won't be disappointed with any subject you choose. And they are a great mojo builder. So that's it for us in this review. Until next time, keep modeling.